Hello, and welcome back to our live. If you are joining us for the first time, Tay and I created this space to have candid conversations about our everyday experiences. If you would like to be the first to know about our lives and catch them when they start, you can join us on Facebook at Tay Rina Live, and you can also join us over on YouTube at QTNA Live. Thank you guys once again for coming back. We appreciate you for showing up each and every Monday. Tay, I was gonna say it might be a good time for you to try to hop in my live on Instagram, but I see you. Yes, thank you guys again for coming back. Nappy Roots, I see you in the building. Of course, you guys know I'm Serina Renee, and joining me shortly will be Tay in just a few seconds.
Otherwise, you know what I should start doing? You know what I should start doing on Facebook? On Facebook, I should put you on by yourself. So when you say joining me, then I can actually join, so then it won't be weird on Facebook because they're like, we've been seeing her the whole time sitting there. What you mean?
Oh, wait, is it echoing?
It was me. I forgot to turn the
okay.
We should be good now.
Okay, just making sure. All right, so sorry we didn't get a chance to greet you guys before and let you know what we're going to be talking about today. But the topic is launching an online project. What happened? And today we are going to be talking about Culture Paper Co. Okay, we have been talking about this for the last few weeks. Tavea finally launched, I'm sorry, not just Tavea, her and her bestie, Lauren, finally launched Culture Paper Co. The cookout has officially started, and we're ready for sis to spill the tea and let us know how this thing took off, what it took to make this happen. How was it working? How was it working with a business partner after being a sole entrepreneur? We want to know everything, sis. So please, without further ado.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Sis, hold on real quick. Your lighting is perfect on Facebook, but on Instagram, you looking a little overexposed.
Look, if I put my hand up, it's something going on with the, you know what I mean? Like I've been turning it down, this is the lowest it goes. I don't even know what to do. Like
tap your screen. Like see if tapping your screen on your skin tone works. Does it? No? Okay, I guess not on Instagram. It works on the regular camera.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It is definitely I put it on like yellow, so maybe I'll just turn it.
You know what it is? It's probably your lights, your Christmas lights reflecting.
Oh. You know what? If I turn my light off in the room. Everybody hold on.
Okay, she got festive backgrounds today. We see. Somebody's definitely feeling the holiday spirit. The lights
by nothing.
Yes. Someone suggested the lights by the tree. But,
turn off the lights on the tree?
No, she said the lights by the tree or turn off the tree.
Oh, the tree not going off, y'all. I can't.
Yeah, that's cute. Okay.
No, I mean not that I'm not willing. It's just the cord is behind. I just put a few. You know how you put a few gifts out, and I put them in front to hide the cord, which is like,
yes,
it made sense until I was like, now how do I unplug it? I don't know. So Santa, did I do something? Oh no, I don't know what's happened. Okay, well, I'm really happy that you did the introduction today. You do the introduction, but I mean like you announce the topic because usually I do that, but it's the 21st.
Today's about you, my darling.
Look, you're the interviewer. While I talk, I would love for you to just like pin the title. I texted it to you, so I don't know if you can go like.
Let's see. I know I titled it. How you can't?
You have to pin it in the comments. I see it at the top too, though. I see it at the top. You can probably cut and paste it.
So put launching an online project.
Okay, guys. So I'm gonna let. Did I disappear?
I lost you for a second over here on Instagram. I think you're back.
Okay, I'm sorry. I try to turn down these little AirPod things. I don't know how to work them. So hey guys, I am Tavea, and now I'm Tavea, half of Culture Paper Co. Wrapping paper for the culture. Okay, yes, and I don't even say I pronounce R's. But I feel like when you say culture, like sometimes you gotta say culture. You just have to just have to sometimes. For the culture, you know? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's appropriate. Sometimes it's appropriate.
And then sometimes you gotta go afterwards.
Yes, but I can't do that on command. Okay, so yeah, well, I guess you're the interviewer. I will say that
first of all, how did the launch go overall? Before we go into all the details, how was the launch?
Okay, so we launched on December 10th, and that was 10 days after we announced it. So it was just a build-up, and it actually went pretty well. Like, we were surprised. I think maybe 40% of our inventory was gone within the first 4 hours of us being live. I know. And when you say the percentages like that, then it sounds like something. Yes. But like in the moment, we were freaking out. But you know how that goes.
Not sounds like something. It is. That's amazing. Like, shoot, when I first started out, I was barely getting 1 or 2 sales, and you got 40% of your inventory gone. That is amazing. So everybody give Tay snaps. Give Tay and Lauren snaps. Khalid Boutique says, so proud of you. DJ F's welcome.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Khalid Boutique. That's my girl.
Yes. So the launch went very well. So let's get into the details of the launch. So how did you prepare for this launch of this project?
How do we prepare for the launch? We just picked a day, and we just like if I'm like 100%, like we just were like, okay, what day do we think we could do this? And then we were like, okay, let's do that day. And that's it. We just picked a day and we told people about it. There's like way more details, obviously, but we picked a day and we told people about it. We made sure we had everything in line, obviously, like that we have like what products we're going to be selling, that a website would be done by the time it came. It wasn't a website when we decided that date, but we, kind of tried to get our pins in order. But yeah, we just it wasn't like, we like picked a date and we were like, okay, because it is wrapping paper and we had a Christmas line. So we were like, if we launch on the 10th, can we get this wrapping paper to people in time for Christmas? And that was like kind of one of the big factors on picking the date, because it was like, you can't be like, we're launching on the 20th, not in COVID times. So.
Right. So let me ask you this: what do you think the average business owner, what do you think are the steps that they need to take prior to launching a product that you're selling online? What do you think is most important that needs to be done first before you launch a physical product to the world?
Okay, well, I guess for me, assuming that you already know what you're going to sell, it's just the who, what, when, how. I think you just have to answer those questions. So we knew what we were selling was wrapping paper. Who were we selling it to? We were selling it to girls like us, like people. It was like the big thing was duality. That's what we kept talking about, because it's like the girl I have a friend that's in law school right now. Love her. It's my thing about her. Just makes me so happy. But who's in law school, and I know what she listens to. I know when Too Short come on, she but she's gonna be a lawyer. Like I know that. So I think there's this place where you feel like as a Black woman or a person of color that you have to, like, when you're in this place, you have to pretend that side of you is not a thing. Oh, rap music. Like, oh, I've heard that song. I've heard of that song, but really you like Bodak Yellow is my, like that comes on, like that's it. It comes on and you in the car with your coworker trying to pretend like
your foot.
Yeah, just trying to relax. Like, I need to get great. Like you like feel like like bend over. It's really tough. But my girlfriend is in law school, and like I know she's doing that. Not that what I'm saying, but I'm saying I know she is listening to swag surfing. Like I know she's swag surfing after school. I don't know if she's swag surfing in school. I don't know. But I know for me and Lauren, it's this thing about like driving up to work. You ever drive to work a yin yang twin song, come on, and you're like, and then you start getting closer to work, you start turning it down, you don't want nobody to hear you like pull in the work, and you just like, I don't know, like, I did not get low. Like you in the, I could just feel it. I could just feel the energy just in that song. And it was like, so that's what I'm saying. Who? Those are the who. People who are, we're out here, we're educated, we're smart, we're making moves, we got management level positions, or we aspire to be that. We're running businesses, and we have to also wear those two hats of being about that life and about this money, you know? So who, I noticed that was so long, but who, what, we knew we were selling, when, we just chose that date, like, cause it made sense. Where it was going to be online. So we figured out we used WordPress, because, I build websites, and sis loves herself some WordPress. And then figured out well, how do you sell on WordPress and all that stuff? And then, who, what, when, where, how. Yeah. That was it. That was I felt like if we were answering those questions, that we were going to be as prepared as we could be for,
Well, I just want to point out two things that I think if you take anything from this live, talking about launching a product, that would be a great takeaway for you. You mentioned that you built your website. Like you figured out what platform that you were going to use, and you made sure that you had a website first. And then on top of that, which we haven't really gotten into yet, you knew how you were going to ship your packages, which most of us, I don't think most entrepreneurs even think about that when they're launching a product. At least I didn't. And I've ran into a few people who didn't think about those type of things too when they launch. So I think the fact that you guys already did that, I'm pretty sure that made everything run a lot smoother versus, oh my God.
Somebody must be calling Serina, y'all.
Every time it never fails. And everyone knows
she does not put her phone on Do Not Disturb, even if she knows she needs to, but she won't do. No one calls me.
I'm sorry.
Watch somebody call me now.
Everyone knows that I'm on live every week at the same time, but it just still happens. It's okay. But anyway, yes, making sure that you have those things down prior to launching, because I didn't have a website. I was taking orders on my DMs, and I was getting so many DMs on a regular basis that things would get lost. So I think that was awesome. Okay, moving forward to the next thing. We did, how did you prepare? Challenges. What challenges, if you had any, did you guys face while trying to... I think I was going to say, I feel like almost every business always ends up with challenges. So what were some of the challenges that you guys faced when launching? Did you have a problem when your site finally went live and it wasn't properly working? Or were you trying to print out shipping labels that weren't printing properly? What challenges did you guys face when you launched your product?
Okay, first those two, but let me just say that I'm blessed enough to have friends who are in business already, including you, that have called me and talked to me about things. And so I did know that I needed a website, because I do know that you were getting crazy with them DMs. And so I was like, I'm not going to go through that. I love to learn from other people and not have to go through that. Serina, hold to that so you don't have to go through that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So I learned from people who are already, but did we have, could we not print shipping labels? Yes, because this is what happened.
Oh my God.
Lauren loves TikTok, right? So she be on TikTok, and the TikTok girls told her that she should buy this certain type of shipping label printer called a Dymo, but it prints smaller shipping labels than the regular 4x6 shipping labels. It prints these little small ones. And this Dymo costs $80. And the big one Dymo that prints the 4x7s, a 4x6, it costs $300. So she bought this little one, right? And because TikTok, because she found it, she saved the TikTok video, she kept replaying and showing me that I didn't even know. To the day we were shipping, she was like, look, you got to do these. These are the steps to make it print. So when I go on the website, it says, do you want to print an 8.5 by 11 or a 4x6? Serina, the Dymo printer we have prints a 4 by 2.8, 2 8s. or something.
No.
The label is this big. And so I said, and so I'm looking, she was like, oh, we have to use this company called Pirate Ship to do it. Okay, go to Pirate Ship. It's not that option. It's none of those options are in there. So end up being this hack. It's like you do use the 4.5 by 6, but then you use fit to paper on your printer. You choose fit to paper size.
Yeah.
And so then it shrinks the label to this little tiny label, which again, this printer costs us $80 instead of $300. So it shrinks it, and so you can read it. It's probably like 10 font for the words, but the tracking label. Listen, you can read 10 font, but the tracking label is about this big. So you can see they just scanned the label. It was scannable, like it worked, but it took us like 4 hours.
That's so weird because I have a Demo or a Dymo or whatever you may call it, and I print 4x6, but you do have to change it to fit to paper, or it will print in one small spot on the label. On this big sheet of paper, it'd be one little tiny little piece. Listen, trust me.
Ours was different. Ours was the opposite.
Yeah.
It was printing the whole 4x6 on a label that was only 2 inches wide.
Oh no. Yeah. Listen, trust me. When I first launched trying to figure out that Demo printer, that was very challenging. So I went through the same thing as well. And my homegirl bought the same one. Hers still sitting in the box. She can't get it to work.
Look, you have to download.
$200 and something on those.
Yeah, well, the ones.
And if you don't download the software before you use it, it's a wrap. So you
have to download the software. I had to end up downloading on my Mac because when Lauren was using her Mac, Macs. Okay, I said Macs 3 times. They fill up, right? So Lauren has never deleted any of her downloads ever in life.
Aww.
So since she had the computer. So she had to go in and delete her downloads, but her computer was acting funny. So I had to go download things, and I was afraid that mine wasn't going to work. But anyways, that took us like 3 hours before we were shipping. And so that was crazy. And then remember, those 40% of the orders came in at 4 o'clock. In 4 hours. That meant that when we went on the website, I'm like, oh, look at these orders. So if you were in New Jersey, you were getting charged tax. But if you live in some other place, you weren't getting charged tax. But if you lived in New York, you were getting charged tax. It was like so weird. Like some people, it was even inconsistencies between states. It was weird. So I was like, well, what's going on? So I still haven't figured that out all the way.
Well, on that one, that happened
to tax for y'all.
That happened to me as well. And anybody that's joining us right now, we are basically talking about the things that it takes to launch a physical product. Tavea and her friend Lauren just recently launched Culture Paper, which is wrapping paper for the culture, and they're talking about their experiences. But I actually called Wix about that because I'm using Wix because the same thing was happening to me. Certain people were getting charged taxes, some people weren't. The lady told me that only people from Florida were being charged taxes because that's where I pay taxes. If I collect taxes from other states, then I have to pay taxes in those other states. I said, listen, but she also said to talk to an attorney. I don't know if it's an attorney or someone who does who is familiar in that area to know for sure. But usually it's based off of where you are locally, like where your business is locally. Whoever's local to you, they charge them tax. But people who are not, they wouldn't charge them.
So when I do my taxes, they're not going to charge me tax on my products that went out of the state?
That's what she told me, but I want us both to follow up on that because you're reminding me that that's something that I need to check back into.
That don't sound right.
That's what I'm saying.
Because the federal government gonna still want them taxes. So I want U.S. tax, United States tax.
Right.
Because that's just so weird. But yeah, that happened. Those were the major scares that happened when the launched. It was just like what's happening?
And you know what I love? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
What I was gonna say, what I loved is that the fact that you guys took the time to figure out how you use your product, which is very important. Like the dimensions that you have. First of all, the boxes are super cute for one. For two, the fact that UPS and them, they be throwing stuff in the box. You know what I'm saying? It's anything can happen to your package while it's in transit. And I feel like your packaging is perfect. Even if it was to get thrown around a little bit, you know that it's going to make it safely to its destination. So I just wanted to point that out and give you a little gem and praise you guys on that, because that was amazing.
Thank you. Yes, triangles. I want to shout out the Los Angeles Unified Public School District. Okay, thank you. because we know we get earthquakes. We had all those earthquake drills, and we had a big lesson on earthquakes and how buildings are built in California and places where there are earthquakes. And I know, shout out to y'all, the one thing that y'all did for me, okay, LAUSD, that the triangles, there's triangles in the foundation of buildings in Los Angeles, and I'm sure other places too, because triangles move like this. But if you put a square and the building start to rocking, the building gonna start to fall. So you gotta have triangles. So the triangles are like this, and so our packages are triangles because not just because LA, but because I know if something is gonna hit on top of it, it's not gonna, imagine the square just gonna go, it's just gonna smash. So triangle, no smashing. So hopefully everyone gets their stuff, like, all in one piece. We did a lot. We put a lot of packaging tape on there. So.
Well, I love that. Thank you so much for that. I'm super excited for you guys. Thank you for everyone who actually went over and showed my baby some love. Y'all was saying that y'all was going to support, and y'all actually went through and supported. I'm so
crazy. Yeah.
I can't wait to wrap. I just want to wrap gifts with it. That's it. Look. Okay, so are y'all gonna have like seasonal wrapping paper? Hey, grandmommy, that's my grandmommy. Hey, grandmommy. Are you guys gonna have seasonal stuff, like spring culture paper or summer culture paper, or is this only for the Christmas holiday season?
Look, that would be actually an interesting thing to do, because everyone's just anticipating. I think that's the reason why we got a lot of sales at the beginning, because we didn't just Beyonce out here. We didn't just be drop an album and just be buy it. We built up to it, which I borrowed some of that idea from how people launch courses, and also how they open up a sign up. And then also Diamond did the same thing when she launched Janae Shanae. She was like, oh, it's going to be in this many days. And then
your content has been amazing. First of all, your videos that you have been put, the little reels on Instagram that you guys have been putting together are so freaking cute. It makes me upset at myself.
Girl, you can still do it. I just got in some highly texture that I'd like to wrap up for a reel. So don't you worry, boo. You can just repurpose. You can just use mine. That's fine with me. I'll send it to you.
Why my mom said, congratulations, the only person I know who learned something from LAUSD.
The only person. Look, I'm right here. Miss Van Zandt in 42nd Street School. Thank you, sis. Miss Van Zandt, that was the only Black principal I ever met in my whole life. And still in my whole life, oh shoot. I feel at the time I was like, oh, this is a Black lady. But then when a Black lady never came back and I never see a Black lady ever again as a principal, I said, oh, this is abnormal. Yes, thank you, Miss Matsumoto, 3rd grade. Okay, Miss Robinson, 2nd grade. Whoever taught me them triangles. Okay. Look,
I love it. So what's next? What is
I'm sorry.
Next
yeah, you did ask me that. I didn't even answer your question. So what's next for culture paper? I was gonna say that here in Jersey, ice cream shops will close. They will be oh, it's winter, bye. And then they'll just close their whole business, and then they'll open up again in a few months. And I said, that would be cool, but we're not ice cream shops. So we're doing something similar. What we're going to do right now, the plan is 4 launches, and that's it, 4 a year. And so we're thinking we're going to come out with some Valentine's Day goodies. So not too mushy with the with the designs. Like that's the idea. It's like a modern girl. She works, she do it all. She likes the rap stuff, and she likes quality. She likes quality. And then we're thinking, I don't know, Laura doesn't agree with me. I think birthdays are in the summer.
Okay.
That's when they happen, okay? Birthdays, I recently found out.
My birthday's in the summer.
Let me throw this out there that our birthdays are actually not in the summer, and I just found this out like a year ago. Our birthdays are in the spring, but
oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but my whole life, my mom told me it was in the summer, so I'm going with it.
Mine too.
It was the summer because school was over. Exactly. Anyway, birthdays in the summer, so birthday line with like maybe some I don't know if it's gonna come out with Mother's Day stuff. I don't know, but a birthday situation. And then I don't know. There's gonna be, I don't know what happens in between there. Nothing. Like what happens after June? I don't know. What are y'all doing? I don't know. What are y'all after my birthday? I don't know. I think it's just Christmas. Like
it is just Christmas because you don't wrap anything for like Thanksgiving or anything like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I love it.
I'm a summer break.
Yes, I love it. I'm super excited for you guys. I cannot wait to get my gift. Okay, so I can wrap my little gifts. Look, I feel like this is going to be one of those pieces where you really you want to get it to wrap it, but you really don't want to use it because you want to have it. But then you look up and you ain't really use it because you're trying to keep it.
Girl, that's what happened to me every time I buy a planner. All my planners be like $50+ dollars. I don't be wanting to write in them. I'm like, oh,
no,
so
they're
nice.
Too cute. You need them to last.
Yeah, okay? But you don't have to. You don't have to hold on to it, girl. We got you. We gonna have you. But this is, as of now, like each set that comes out is an exclusive. So it's like kind of like if you got it, we have 5 more holiday sets left. If you got it, then you got it. If it's 2021 and you didn't, if you didn't get it, you just didn't get it. Like,
listen, y'all, it's 5 left. Get it while you can. You can find them at culturepaper.co or
oh, that would have been a good idea. But it's culturepaperco.com.
Culture Paper Co. Yes, culturepaperco.com is only 5 left. Okay, it's only 5 more seats at the cookout.
Ew. I like that. That's about to be a post. It's only 5 more seats.
Let me get my 10%.
Ew.
I'm good. Well, thank you guys for joining in with us again for another week of conversation. Lots of love over to Tavea and Lauren on their new endeavor. You guys are killing it, and I know you're going to continue to kill it. Make sure you guys are following them at Culture Paper Co. on Instagram. And is it the same for Facebook?
It's for all the things because we legit
all the things. All of them. You need
all of
it.
All of it.
All of it. I wish you could put a GIF on a paper, like period. All of it. Period.
All of it. I like that. I like that idea. I want to. Before we go though, I want to point out some resources that we use. So maybe other people can do this because it says, what's it called? I said TikTok. So now Lauren figured out all kind of stuff on TikTok. Like, I mean, it took us a while to get that shipment label thing, but she figured it out. And I'm just like, I don't have space on my phone to download TikTok. But if I did, I'm sure I would be on there too. But she figured out so much stuff. And then like, all the podcasts, but and ask your friends. I have like a whole list of podcasts. You know me. I'm always like, I heard this on a podcast. Maybe you should try this. But the other thing was those reels. So right now, Instagram is giving priority to reels. So I knew that if I made reels, they would get more reach. So like one of them like hit like 3,500 views. And I was like, oh, wow, like how'd that happen? And then I put the same reels on Pinterest. And Pinterest, I posted things on Pinterest. Matter of fact, some of the posts we made on Pinterest only hit 3 views. Some of the reels we posted, 3,500, 4,000, 2,000. Like this, it's not easy for Pinterest. It's not easy to be like get put out there, but it's like these quick videos like this are working. And so right now TikTok is doing the same thing. All TikTok is just like, it's just a free for all over there. And so as soon as we're gonna get on there, Lauren's making us a TikTok account as we speak, and we're gonna put those same reels on TikTok, repurposing.
That's what's up.
Yeah, and then I think my last, not that you asked, but my last thing is that I put the same, like similar content, a little bit different, but similar content on my personal pages. I did Culture Paper because, you know, I'm like, my personal page has been there since the beginning of time, and people are not like all like following Culture Paper because I don't know why, but people are not all following Culture Paper. They're kind of, you know, on your personal page, like looking through your stuff. So if you post your same stuff there and not keep it a secret, then, you know, it could be a thing. Yeah.
Well, thank you for that hot tip. We appreciate it. I love repurposing. Repurposing content.
Do you do that?
Important.
You do that?
I just started doing that, and it's so funny that I'm actually getting more engagement the second time that I posted than I did the first time. Because the thing is, I feel like Instagram's algorithm is always changing, and half of the stuff that you're posting, people are never seeing it anyway because they're following so many people.
It's
especially
like 4%.
if you're posting. Exactly, and especially if you're posting during the peak hours. Listen.
What are the peak hours?
Some of y'all, you need to look at your
in the inside.
Business, it breaks it down, but honestly, I feel like everybody's is the same. It's usually it's at noon. It's one right in the morning early, around like 8, 9. Then there's one that picks up at noon, and then it picks up from 3 o'clock, but 6 and 9 is the big window. But here's the thing, y'all. Do not let Instagram set your limit on your algorithm. I have learned to create my own algorithm because here's the thing. If everyone is posting during peak time, you ever post something and all of a sudden it just disappears and you can't never find it no more? If everyone's posting during peak time, your post is going to get drowned in all the other people that are posting at that time. What I realize is when I post when it's slow, like, or if it's late or it's offset of peak time of what they're telling me, I actually get more engagement going against what they're telling me to do. Because if there's too many people using a program at one time, you're going to get washed up in there.
Well, let me tell you the strategy behind what you're doing. What happens is if you post, you're posting when it's not peak time. So you're saying that people are you're getting more engagement. And so if you get more engagement, Instagram wants to show whatever you post to more people. So during peak time is when the more people are on there. And Instagram, you already built up that engagement pre-peak time. So then Instagram would
it's going to push it more. It's going to push it more. And I honestly feel like when I do not pay attention to the chart that they give me, I get a better result when I look at the engagement that's on my page. Jim said you sound real. Well, thank you. I'm not trying, but thank you.
We sound philosophical. We heard in the streets. The rest of functional. We didn't even read. Oh my God!
No, my mom was talking about the school.
I see that. I see why we didn't read that. If y'all on Instagram, y'all know y'all gotta catch this live because Instagram does not save the comments in the lives. Lucky you. Miss Shelley. I think next week we should talk about what we're doing like for to get seen on social media. Just to talk, not we have some like hot tips or something, but just say let's just talk about what we're doing. Hi, this person.
Hi.
Oh, maybe that's a newbie. Hey. So. Yeah, maybe we should do that next week. Talk about what we're doing because I think so. I've been working with some little hashtag ideas and just trying to like plot down what's working and just seeing if I can find a trend. Because did you have an emergency?
No.
Okay.
Let's take some. Use that.
This is the live video I'm doing that I told you. Remember you promised me you were going to be quiet?
Yeah. Are you going to understand? Yeah, I was.
That's Serena. I am over my limit that I told him I would be, so. Yeah. So yeah,
I think that'll be fun. I think next week that'll be a good topic because I have found a few things that are working, and I'm open to hear what you guys
we can share.
And the idea and the things that you've been doing too, because I gotta hop on those reels, man. People
do it
to do them for the longest. Well, I think the last content I shot this week, I think I'm gonna make it into a reel.
Sis, let me tell you this, that maybe we should just save it for next week. Because I mean,
if it has to do
with I'm gonna say this one thing is that in case it changes by next week, I'm gonna tell you now that this thing where I'm telling you that Instagram is giving priority in the algorithm for reels is not gonna last forever. They did it with IGTV when it first came out. They did it with stories when it first came out, and they're doing it with reels because it's been like a month or so. But it's not gonna last. So by the time you decide that you're comfortable with doing a reel, it might be as regular. It'd be regular as a story is. Because you remember stories were like, oh, that was new. Right. And we're showing everyone stories. They put the little thing at the top. No, it's gonna go away. The priority, and it's just gonna be a regular thing. So, it could happen next week. We don't know.
Mm-hmm. Just saying. And that's constantly changing, Lord. The Facebook and Instagram and all these social platforms, the algorithms and it's all changing constantly. So yes, let's hop on that.
Yeah. So if you own a business, do this homework that I'm assigning Serina to do by next week.
Okay.
I think we need to do it by tonight, honestly.
No, I have some content.
Yeah, the whole repurposing thing, because you can take all that stuff you already have, you can use it. You have mad content you can use, but do one so you can like report your results.
Yay! All right, y'all holding me accountable now, so we're gonna do that. Both of us, we're gonna experiment with social media, find out what works, and we'll be back to report next week.
Yes, especially everybody about to be on social media because it's the highlight. Everybody want to see everybody plates and whatever. So, get on
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for joining us again. We will see you next week where we spill the tea on what works for social media. Love you. Happy holidays. Mwah. See you soon.
Bye.
Your mom literally just